All right, today we're gonna do an unbagging, I guess. Unbagging, unboxing. I already tossed the box away. This came in like Wednesday or Thursday. Today's Saturday. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and unbag it. It is the Tier 1 Concealment, the MSP holster. The one that, you multiple holster deal for a bunch of firearms, and you just use the light. I think they only come with the Surefire light, and then the Stream light, and then it basically locks in off of the light right here, and it can go with a bunch of different pistols, as long as it has the rail mount or whatever for the light. So yeah, so this came out originally, I guess, in like the appendix style that they known for their appendix holsters. So it came out with their appendix attachments. It was probably the same damn holster, but instead of being the screws and everything on the this side, it was probably on this side, so you could tuck it in there. And they just swapped it around, I'm assuming. I don't know as much videos on that one. This one's fairly new still. And then they got something else new that just came out. So anyway, hard to keep up, but wanted to try something different with the light and the Glock. So maybe I can try and run it officially in some USPSA type stuff, since I had been running with the Glock with the Safari. No, not the Safari Land. Yeah, the Black Hawk omnivore holster, which basically does the same thing, but this one locks. But it multiple pistols off of the light is how that one locks in. So it's like over 100 some pistols. So I wanted the same thing, but without a locking attachment, because I thought it was going to be faster than this. So anyway, that's why I bought this. Kind of expensive. They're like 130, 140 or something like that. And then the extra pattern was like 15 bucks, whatever. I don't know if you could see that. It's called their Moab Desert Camo or something. It's actually pretty cool. I actually like the pattern. It's hard to see the detail. I like the pattern. I like the color. So you can get it with the attachments on the back. You can get it with the Safari Land QLS or whatever, the fork and the mount, or some other mounts. You know, those ones. Whatever they're calling this stuff right here. I think I forget what this stuff was called, but I think you could get it with this system on there, or with no system at all. I chose to get the fork, since I already have the attachment on the belt, and I thought it'd be easy just to swap back and forth. So as soon as I opened the box, opened the bag, and checked it out, I was like, first impressions of the look was pretty cool. A little weird. You would think that this would be on the back side, but I get why the one piece and the spine starts in the back, because you're using the light to hold it in. So I was like, all right, cool. Let it open up on the top side of where the guns will go. So you can mess with the retention right here, as well as right up top. But immediately when I put it on and started grabbing it, I didn't like it. I mean, I really, really hated it. I was pissed off, and so the reason being, if you look at this right here, this is where it's mounted on these two. Well, it's supposed to mount on 1, 2, 3 right here, and they had these two holes lined up with the top hole and the bottom hole right here. So it actually centers up here. And I'll swap it over right now so you can see it. Actually, I'm not going to, because I don't want to keep messing with it. So it's got a bunch of holes in there to go for a bunch of different mounting systems. It's got about two hole patterns I think I could use for my other style mounts, also the Black Scorpion series stuff. But it lined up on those two holes. Then there's more holes down here that are actually too wide for it. So when it was when I was going for the draw, you see how this should actually be over here. When it was clipped into the holster, this was sticking out over here, and then this clips into here. Let's take a look at this. So this is what the fix. So this was actually right here was actually sticking out way past here. So let's drop this camera. So it's a little hard to see, but yeah, you can't see it because I moved it over. You see how it sticks out right here? It was sticking out right here. So when I go to grab it, right here, this finger kept rubbing on it. It's hard to see that. So as I went to go grab it, that finger was rubbing on this part that was over here, and it just kept digging in and digging in and digging in, and something like that. Yeah, I was immediately pissed off. I was like, well, that was kind of stupid. So I thought I was gonna actually have to take the mount system off and just, you know, buy a different hanger for it or something. But that defeated the whole purpose of why I added this to the order. So anyway, I was able to find 2 more holes that lined up, and I just canted it slightly, and it fits in there. And so far, the 2 are holding it. But what I'm gonna do, it's already afternoon, but I'm gonna probably head out in a little while and do some shooting and give a little another video of the shooting and stuff, drawing it. So although it takes multiple guns, I did buy it for the Glock, just to try and have a faster holster and like a USPSA legal type holster for it. So that was the whole point of buying this. So first impressions of it were not good at all. With messing with that until, so it would stick out right there where the plastic of the magazine goes. So like I said, the very first impressions, I mean, it's typical tier 1 like quality with the not plastic, whatever how you call that shit. Yeah, I can't think. But another thing I don't like, I guess this is the MSP, the Modern Samurai holster, and I added the Safariland QLS fork, Moab Rev, something was the name of the color, right hand with the TLR 1 light, and then it came with the stickers and some other screws for what I don't freaking know. But yeah, I wasn't real happy with the way that was set up. The easiest thing would have been is if they would have started all these holes a lot lower, and that would have not gotten in the way so much, because this basically is over here, and if they would have had it a little lower, it would have cleared all that up, and this was sort of ridden a little higher, which you could easily fix by wherever you attach onto your mount and stuff. I mean, if you wanted it a little higher, a little lower. So yeah, that probably should have been the best thing to do, was to make those screws. But you know, I'm not part of that whole process of where they decide all the mounts go, so there might have been another issue as to why they couldn't get lower. Looks like there's plenty of room, but again, I really don't know if having the screws down here somewhere would have affected that. Even down here, it probably would have helped out a lot. But so I don't know, maybe if they would have swapped a couple of them. But again, don't know why. So there's that. But yeah, I've messed around with it on the belt a little bit. It seems to be decent. Probably needs to get worn in. So I'm probably gonna take it and wear it in today, and do some stuff and have some more videos with it. But there you go. I can use the Glock or any other gun that'll fit my TLR 1 light on there. So this pretty pricey, probably a little too expensive for what you're getting. when these come in like around $100 or something. After everything, the pattern stuff was like 167 shipped to the house. Little too pricey. Especially when the appendix holsters are probably actually a lot less than that. They're, well, I also added the fork, but I still think even with the appendix holsters, you get the hardware on there already, and they're like 125, 130. This on the holster alone was like 135 or 139 or something. Then adding the hardware for the mount was $15. So yeah, I don't know. But anyway, stay tuned for the shooting. I'll have it up sometime this week, or sometime after this, or maybe, yeah, probably not added into this, but yeah. So first impressions was I really didn't like it. Messed around with it, moved it over, so now it's okay. It's just that where they mount that is terrible. So I'll be using this for a while and do some updates. But there you go, the unbagging, unboxing, and stay tuned for the next video on this holster. Thanks.